Hello and welcome to Now Kiss, the stream in which I am on a mission to smooch many, many things. Well, I say many things because the bounds of smooching, you're not just smooching other humans. You can...
Now it's a bucket of fried chicken.
Yeah, you can do that. I've smooched myself. I played a game where you got to date your own clones.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah.
Have you played Hatchful Boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we've played Hatchful Boyfriend, but I felt I couldn't do it unless I could have Alex and Beige here to do voices. Mm-hmm. All right. So, but now Kiss is back. I do want to say before we started out, I was like, hey, internet, I'm going to poll you for the best sub 3-hour dating game. And there's literally 2 I hadn't played. And this was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And this one looked more fun. So Jordynne and I, we're here to do the finger licking good dating simulator.
I'm so excited. I'm like genuinely shocked with like how often the 2 of us play these like dating sims things that neither of us have touched this at all.
No, I'm very excited to see what this is about.
Yeah.
All right, there was an incredible cutscene before it started, so I hope when we hit new game, it plays again, and if not, I'm going to exit the game and launch it again.
Yeah, why not?
Everyone needs to see it.
It was really good.
Oh, before we get started, what's your name?
Beef.
Beef.
Forbidden love.
Romance. Beef. Mostly minerals. Thank you for those gift subs.
Oh, this loading screen is so cute.
It didn't show us the thing.
We have a BTS poster.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, we gotta get we must exit to loading screen.
Yeah, we'd like to exit the game. We're gonna run it again.
Yeah.
Sound seems low. Oh, probably because there's that I was supposed to slide up. All right.
Oh, you have to press. There we go. That should do it.
All right, y'all need to watch this. Also, that's on the nose. It's a psyop.
Yeah.
One of these guys looks very JoJo.
Yeah.
All right, there we are. Okay. Let's go. Beef.
Beef, 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 beef.
Beef. Beef.
I was called out as a fake K-pop fan. There are not enough members for it to be BTS.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know how many people are in BTS.
Apparently 7.
Oh, it's like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, exactly. King Gizzard is the BTS of that genre of music.
Yes, exactly. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up now, because your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in.
Ooh. I mean, we have to... Yeah.
I just want...
That's a stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, but you find your imagination getting away from you. Ooh, do we need to take it seriously, or should we keep daydreaming about Beef's wardrobe?
I think we should think about the beef curtains and what we're gonna wear.
It's here, finally! Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you need to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning.
So good.
Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vibes.
All right, 100%. I'm bought into the reality of this game.
Yeah.
Good morning, Beef. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Shall I voice
go
Beef?
for it.
Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
What's the...
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, then I ate it and I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard.
I love her.
She's beautiful and perfect. Also, this, kind of accordion-y music makes me think this takes place in the Professor Layton universe.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Jordynne and I are so drift compatible.
We really are.
And if you've never watched Now Kiss before, part of the appeal is doing ridiculous character voices, so get ready for that.
Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great.
Oh, but with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin.
This poor angel. Give her some therapy and a few pills to calm her down.
I think so. St. Next is 3 days. It's like this game is leaning into the reality that it is a dating game.
Yeah.
Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief?
Oh, we gotta hype our girl up.
All right, we're gonna pep talk the best friend.
Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and we had our tarot cards read?
Oh, the lady with the mask who gave me nightmares. I've been trying to forget.
I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet.
Oh, it's us.
And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit?
Oh, I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all.
Okay, so from an editing point of view, they've used the phrase no time 2 times in the same sentence. So we're going to go back and we're going to change that. One of them has to go. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. It's all that writing feedback.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs.
You know what? True.
Yeah.
Those look like freshly chopped bangs.
Can you believe I got myself?
You know we can, Miriam.
You can definitely believe it. Oh, okay, well, one small grammatical think later, but I'm vibing with this game so far.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Oh my god, it's a new Ashley.
Oh, no.
This is amazing.
Hello, Ashley.
Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave beef shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us.
We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us.
Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem. Van!
You rang.
I love Van.
Me too.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious.
I can't believe the University of Cooking School, the Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students.
I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now.
Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us.
With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge.
Let's go, Miriam.
Yeah, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Is that a sound effect?
I need to find a clean take of that and then use it for everything.
What kind of voice does this goblin have?
Oopsie.
All right, you are now Pop.
Right,
Perfection.
I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open.
That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you.
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He is old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down.
Hi, Pop. I'm Beef. So, are you going to make me hold the door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just her.
I think it's just you.
You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable!
It's got a chicken.
Now, quiet down, everyone. Wait, I gotta come up. I'm not very good with voices. It's been too long.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Oh, please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. You are immediately swept up in the aura of this new student in his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Oh, the Colonel's a fellow student. Oh.
You know, I do appreciate, like, getting an education later on in life.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, you're not dating your teacher because that's a weird power dynamic.
Yeah, your teacher's just a dog.
Yeah.
It's much better.
Yeah, you're not, there's just like, they're like, no, like there's not going to be any kind of weird thing because you just can't date a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dog. Done. It's him. It's... Oh, if it isn't... if it isn't my favorite student, Holland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. All right, who's doing... I feel like if you're the main character and the goal is to date Colonel Sanders, I have to do Colonel Sanders' voice.
That makes sense to me.
Should have warmed up before I started. I feel like Jacob is sitting somewhere at his house being like, "What's wrong with you, Devere?" Just I can feel him getting mad at me from here. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders.
Yes!
3 hours of this.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Do you remember how we forgot to put on deodorant?
Yeah.
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 Ah, and this over here must be sweaty. It sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open the window back up before faucet nets into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what's with all you really weird insults?
Besides, when beef sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful.
Beef sweats. Never didn't have it.
Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond?
We gotta take it, because then we can bring it back to him, and we'll be able to cease to talk to him tomorrow.
That was a plot point in Yuara.
Yeah, exactly.
You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. Oh, it has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you have ever smelled.
I'm just imagining he hands us like a brown, like, napkin. And just...
It's silk, but it printed to look like a KFC napkin. With like the texture and stuff on it. And yeah, it smells like chicken. Professor Dog steps in to settle down the class and set them ground rules. Oh, welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, and there may even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everybody had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class, but is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school, with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students. The tardiness is unacceptable!
Wow, this is a hardcore dog. He's getting angrier and angrier the more I read it.
I love it. It's good. You're building on his character.
Yeah. Brownie Point says, "Hear me out, Kathleen. Professor Dog talks like Prue from Bake Off. I can only do like 3 distinct voices, so I'm not sure I would do Prue from Bake Off justice." Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Ching, whir. The class bursts into laughter. "Oh, Clank, you rascal!" Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you'll definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind?
We just give him a piece of ourselves. No, we're playing the meadow game. We gotta give him a chicken snack.
A chicken snack. That seems like the smartest thing. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite!
Yeah. Killing this. Esports.
Oh. Well. I think there might be some competition for the new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Beef! There's still a seat here!
Oh, it seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested.
Oh, no.
2 good options, but which will you choose?
We gotta do bros before hoes.
I think so.
We gotta sit with our girl. And then we're playing hard to get with Colonel Sanders. We don't seem too, like, needy or, like, ready.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, chat, let us know what you would do, but I would sit by my best friend. I wouldn't ditch for a hot boy on the first day of culinary school.
Yeah.
You move to take your seat by Miriam.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class.
Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? The love interest? No.
Oh, Colonel Sanders. He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. Oh, if you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better.
I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get the chance to talk to him later in the semester. We've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime.
So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me.
I had forgotten about him. Is that why this character is named Pop?
Purely for the bit.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Extremely.
That's all right. A forest is to a tree as chicken is to
Feather.
That's right. And what is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A spork.
It's got to be the spork.
Yeah.
Oh, that is right. And what food is best for a broken heart?
Anything as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt.
I really want to vote for camel meat.
It's very good.
It's very tempting. That's all right. Why are they asking these things? Is Sprinkles a good boy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's right. Your total score is...
Yes.
Oh, we're acing culinary school.
Yo.
Perfect. 5 out of 5. Wow. Wait, this is the narrator. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. It worries me that Colonel Sanders also doesn't know things like washing your hands
I would not be
for
surprised.
cooking. I know that we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity beef! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
Oh my god.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Ah, did you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
I immediately forgot the voice that I used for this.
It was like,
Oh, Bubbles.
yeah, that voice.
My Stitch voice.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
I kind of like this guy. He's giving me Adachi vibes, but I kind of like.
Yeah. This is the prequel. This is why he's like this in the game.
Flunked out of culinary school and had to become a cop.
Yeah.
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Shove.
Oh, I was...
It's about lunch. Everyone cheers.
But I'll...
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shush.
In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop eating, or stop thinking and start eating. I feel like stop eating is like a psychological instruction to me when presented with KFC chicken.
It just feels like this is just about to turn into the menu. Like,
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes is gonna show up.
I don't think this is going to make me want to buy KFC, but it does make me maybe think I want to get Korean fried chicken at some point.
Yeah.
Chicken's being advertised, we'll say that. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve that perfect balance of flavors. You look around and see that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Oh, but that's all I'll say about that.
What? You think you're stupid? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him!
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that only at that moment, in the hands of a true gentleman, could fried chicken be so tender.
Simp?
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills like this, and she wants him all to herself.
Oh, please.
Well, Van the man, if you don't want any.
I'll take his.
Well, now, I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Oh, go easy there now. There's enough for everyone, please. My fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Ooh. So do you want to focus your mind and meditate on this moment to try to identify every flavor, savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim toward the light?
So I'm leaning towards A and B. I'm not feeling swimming towards the light.
No.
But I'm worried that if we try to identify every flavor, he might not like that we're trying to figure out his secret recipe.
Yeah, I feel like I would personally want to just identify all the things that he put in there. But I feel like this is a KFC marketing game and we're not going to be able to figure it out anyhow.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are always like, the joke is like, go away from the light.
Yeah.
So we don't want to swim towards it.
Yeah.
The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly.
What a guy.
Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love for a man, for a flavor. Are they the same? I'm enjoying giving my most dramatic readings right now.
I'm having such a blast.
After tasting his food, you try to get on some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence.
Colonel, I wondered if we could talk for a second.
Oh, anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly is on that chicken?
How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
Oh, what's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know one another. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent.
That's not a good mentality to have.
No, I think if somebody says, no, I'm not interested, you should respect that. But
Dating sim.
You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
No, you've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something my great-grandmother taught me. Wait, we have a swear button.
Yeah.
There we are. I use something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. All alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength.
I love that, but I feel like being modest is the best bet.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, he seems, I don't know, some people like it when they meet another ambitious person, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know him well enough to start con crit. That's
Yeah.
like a third date thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food.
Now you've got his attention.
The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Beef. I'm sure you'll be a big... Oh, sorry.
That's okay. He says it to himself.
Yeah.
He pulls out a little mirror.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
I know, we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Oh, look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Oh, wait a second. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans that you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but you, unable to control yourself, pounce on Colonel Sanders.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as like a team or whatever? A team of two, that is, like me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Oh, sure, Beef. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a bit awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner?
She likes Pop.
She did say he was cute earlier.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I was trying to do my friend a solid, I'd hook her up with the robot.
So she's not distracted.
Yeah. Well, he's probably got a variety of vibrational settings as well. But
You know what? I've been sold.
she said she liked Pop.
Yeah.
I think we have to do Pop.
All right.
Oh.
Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today.
Oh, no! Whir. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam.
I'm a chef.
He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out.
Oh, we gave her the ick.
I love your enthusiasm, Pop.
She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. She said he was cute earlier.
Yeah.
I was trying to be a good wing person.
Fickle.
Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Colonel Sanders. So there's steak tartare, which I feel like would be beef speciality.
Of course.
Octopus, or your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy.
I mean, we are playing to maximize our true love. So.
That's true. We are playing the KFC game. He liked that.
Yeah. Thanks for the gift subs. Oh my gosh, thank you.
I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes.
And grave.
I couldn't imagine one without the other.
Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away.
I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me?
Why can't we set Miriam up with Van Van?
Right? He just can like hold her on his shoulder and like carry her around like the queen she is.
I wonder what stand he has.
Ugh, no, geez, Van Van. I'm over here crushing Beef's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
A second.
It's a little intense.
It's a little intense. There we are.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
No, it looked like Beef was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy foods. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this beef that's positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel. She's coming for the Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is going at it hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. So, Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, or Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back?
Oh, this is hard. Because we also did just set her up with a dude that she has since changed her mind about.
I know.
While we decide, I figured out what Van Van's stand is.
Oh, what is Van Van stand?
All right, so it's called Crazy Frog.
Go on.
And what it does is it turns any surface into a reflective surface so he can look at himself.
That's excellent.
Yeah, and then like in terms of like combat, he'll use it and he'll like refract light.
And blind his opponents.
Yeah.
And, like, cause
Set things on
illusions
fire
of
and-
himself.
yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Chat likes that. Chat, who do you think that we should turn to? Should we go to Colonel Sanders or to Miriam, our bestie? I didn't think Miriam thought Pop was dating option, just like a cute little toddler. Well, she shouldn't have said cute.
Yeah.
All right, looks like chat is pretty in favor. I would say it's like 2-1 Miriam.
Yeah. All right.
So we're going with our bestie. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none, and she
Hell yeah.
immediately comes running over.
Is somebody threatening my friend? I I will destroy them!
Actually, I think it's Ashley and Van Van. They were just leaving.
Ha, leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Beef is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in the hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps that you knew so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric and time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders.
He's crying, by the way.
And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. I like this chaos turn.
Yeah.
Van Van! Oh, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Oh. Hold on right there, Beef. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I has potatoes face?
Van Van rushes back over a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus in silky saltwater sauce, prepared in a battle axe blade forged by the supreme chef ancestors.
I mean, if I was in, like, I don't eat octopus, but if I feel like something grilled that nicely showed up in a Japanese restaurant, I'd be like, oh, looks good.
Yeah.
You would not move for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bout, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. But too late, it has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
Oh, so good.
It killed him!
Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, but then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Iocane powder.
gonna say this man's on his Princess Bride strats.
I'm not sure the professor's here make enough money.
Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here.
Such a good ghost voice. Seeing that you're really shaken up by that annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. Oh, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
But before you go on, I just want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him.
Colonel Sanders?
Yes, beef.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had the dreams that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts so that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff. I'd be the star in the story.
Are we forgetting your cooking literally just killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero! What?
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid! Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster! See? This is the ghost kid.
Oh, that would be rad. Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence?
But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do?
Yes!
I feel like attacking.
Yeah.
A good offense is the best defense is a good offense. Mm-hmm. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use?
Of course.
Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage.
All right, well, I mean, we attacked first. If they're attacking the same amount, we just out DPS it.
Yeah. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. They're feeling really threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses up their mashed mind and draws in any energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. This is where we defend because a charge attack is coming.
Absolutely.
You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utility Tensile, and you take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Well, then we better attack them.
Yeah.
You decide to go on the attack. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spark Monster is now oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Uh-oh. Feeling vulnerable, Spark Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, a rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage, and Spark Monster is defeated.
You saved me.
An injured Spark Monster spews steam into the night.
I mean, we gotta get it, right?
Do we finish him?
I think so. It's bad to not finish your food.
No student will ever walk in this quad in fear again.
This monster messed with the wrong chef. You ready? Your final attack.
You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction!
Student debt load destruction does 10 damage. And the Spark Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. Oh, you continue to surprise me, B. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It is a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize the final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begin to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly.
Good night, my colonel.
In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird.
Oh, that's so cute. The ghost.
You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spark Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I think this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like pop.
We knew it! Yes!
We're so good at this.
We're so good at this.
We're so bad.
I feel really bad about that robot, but
We'll find someone else. You know what? I can see a Van redemption arc coming. Ooh. And then he can get with the robot.
that would be great.
And that can be Crazy Frog.
Oh. I mean, the robot's already reflective.
Exactly. Everything's going according to Keikaku.
Yes. Ah.
Like him? Like...
Oh?
What? Hey, chat, can you hear that buzzing sound that we suddenly just got in both of our headphones? What did I do? I didn't touch anything. All right, 1 second.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hello?
Beach, what did we do?
Is it really loud?
Yes.
Yay, Beach.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beach saved our life.
If it happens again, just bump the little connector at the back of the headphone amp.
I must have shipped the desk and just okay.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right. Thanks, Beach.
Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm glad you guys didn't hear it, but we heard suddenly just a very loud buzzing in our ears.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I thought it was Clank, like, getting ready to beat the crap.
Beige is the ghost student. Oh, because his jacket keyed out.
All right, anyway.
Yes.
Like him? Like.
I know, it sounds like moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know Colonel Sanders enlisted in the Army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats, just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took a... Oh,
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. You were doing too good. I was like,
I was too engaged.
it was so good.
Either way, maybe it'd be best if you two took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and that Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend a University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now.
I mean, we definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Also, Grit Goots points out in chat that that means that Colonel Sanders has killed many people.
I mean, yeah, have you had their food?
You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real?
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient.
Yeah, I just said that. Secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here or something?
Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
And he told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And if I did him a favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, I had a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. The terpenes were incredible.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he'd love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt there would be much use to anyone.
Fibber. Cough. Please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I think a true friend would respect your boundaries.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I think we should make up a fake ingredient.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about...
It was Eye of Newt. You know, sounds like some kind of like witch's potion, but I mean, what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you'll figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school. You know, I did date a horse. I had a horse boyfriend game that I did for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the mobile one.
I love that
You
one.
never got to smooch the horses.
I mean,
Mein Gott, says but the Jesus. Do you want to stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him?
I think we should stand back because we might spook his horse.
Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Is this the KFC dating sim? Says Chamlian. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the
I
countryside
like that it has chickens on the...
on the saddle. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right.
Oh, what a horseful beauty you have. What a horseful Dang it, that's just what I said.
Being such a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Beef just gets really nervous around people they like.
Oh, no, Miriam.
What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. God, I wouldn't put it past this game.
The last one, I don't think they're smart enough to be able to summon a demon on purpose.
On purpose is, yeah, probably doubtful, but I feel like their accidents happen.
Oh, absolutely.
You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
What's that, little one? I'm not sure you're ready to handle all of this.
Ugh, why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
So we tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them, but try to get a closer look.
This one's a 50. I'm good for either. They're both solid. I can see the merits of both.
I feel like this one's more chaotic.
Down.
You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse.
It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn.
Now you've upset them.
Uh-huh. And you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rolls?
I'm not sure you'd know how to make. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster.
That's the same book that I found last night in the quad.
Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are sacred.
50 out of 10, no notes.
I'm giving the performance this game wants. If you want to hire some voice actors, Jordynne and I, very reasonable rates.
We're good, yeah. I would just like to say, as we're in an in-between thing, for anybody who's very into D&D and Baldur's Gate, when I DM my D&D games, the Van Van voice is the voice I use for Volo.
Incredible.
Yeah.
You notice they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing. He.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
Enemies to lovers. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. She must know. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. I don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got my own lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Huh. Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was the chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, beef! Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Then which item do you want to sample?
Ooh. Maybe the... It depends. Like, are we trying to impress the dog? Are we trying to not die?
I don't know. A
'Cause I
glass
feel
of
like
water?
the pepper might be hot,
Yeah.
and we don't know our own spice tolerance.
I don't know. Yeah, the dog biscuits are probably safe.
Yeah, because that's like, we're appreciating his culture.
Yes, that's true. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, an example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it, and Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Oh, no. Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Whoa!
Oh my god.
I didn't think I needed to save.
He killed us. What?
Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Oh my god, that's an automatic game over!
Oh my god.
Bad end. Let's try again.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't make us start.
Yeah. The good thing is I did see like a big skip ahead option, but
Ah, okay. Okay.
yeah, and then we can probably just skip.
Do.
While you do
What?
that, I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah.
Are you?
I have my own big thing of water
Okay,
that
okay. I'll be right back.
All right, well, while Miriam tries to shake us down for drugs, make up a fake ingredient is what we chose. Oh, I don't have to click. I can just wait till the prompts show up. Dude, I like how that took forever and we made like 4 choices. Okay. I can't believe there's a bad end in the game.
I'm sure there's probably a bunch, and we've just been far too good esports players.
Yeah. Truly, we are professionals. Okay, so obviously we can't take the dog biscuit. How about that seems safe.
I just worry that because this is culinary school.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Apparent brownie point says there's multiple bad endings.
Of course not.
Fantastic. All right, pepper it is.
Yeah.
The water is for the pepper. Oh. Whoa. No more spoilers, though. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
My friend. Oh.
This guy again.
I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is I was saying to fulfill your destiny. All you must do is.
Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must.
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh, man.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! Why did you offer it? Why was it on a snack platter? You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared
Via competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. So, do we tell them? I think we should do the competitive cook-off.
Oh, absolutely.
A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, beef. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe out a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about! Aroo!
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's the original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. Hope its message lifts you to victory.
Ha! Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, so now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and now you're feeling like you can really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Ooh, 100C. That's right. But how would you have gotten to it? How fast did water boil? And I was trivia gaming.
I'm so impressed.
The winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing officer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. It was 11 herbs and spices. That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Gratitude.
Nice.
That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates is rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster. You'll better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day you meditated on his advice and drawing energy from that place. That was where you were born from, so I said a small town.
Yeah.
That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking.
Yeah.
No!
I guess.
Don't make me get the spray bottle! You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Beef.
King.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing that he's watching you makes me totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders! Oh no!
Oh no.
What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. What do you take? What a hunk!
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind! You and Colonel Sanders exchanging wedding vows. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Bzzzt. I know you love nothing more than loving and seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Whir. You might not have any hands, but Beef does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. Oh, there's an easy way and a hard way, and you don't get far by going the easy way. Oh no. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed and... Beef, no!
What?
Oh my god, we just crushed our hand! We got one question wrong and it all went downhill.
Yo.
We're gonna be restarting again. But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the spinning beaters. And there's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aha, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Beef's injury. You see, Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you could at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Beef to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. I've seen these on TikTok.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
Go off, Queen.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity ain't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you, hee hee.
As he places a sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. if we put ourselves between Colonel Sanders or internalize the rage we're feeling?
I feel like I'm a big fan of putting things like internalizing my feelings until I explode and cry like 40 days later.
Those like, if you keep squishing down those dark feelings, eventually they just turn very hard and very black.
Yeah.
And it's like they get so squished down. It's like a fusion reaction eventually. They can give you strength by repressing your issues.
You fuel it and then you make the funny out of it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we're going to internalize our rage.
Yeah.
Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. No. Wow. Embarrassed and ashamed of your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire, so we should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Oh, failure's part of life. Not just for you, but all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man to see you see before you. Roles in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. Always passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Wow, sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best that I had to give. But you will be giving your employees a living wage, right?
Right?
Right? Anakin and Padme.
Yeah.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion for union rights.
Comrade Sanders, Comrade Sanders.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Because I did murder a lot of people when I was in the army.
Yay.
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the spork monster.
But now we know how to do magic.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Battle scarred from the night before, you prepared for the worst. Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight the hero!
Yes.
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu?
I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night.
That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them.
Are you stronger than Borko?
Well, we're twins, so not really, but pretty much exactly equal in every way, why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you.
It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily. So I couldn't think you would have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that, actually. If I could take it back, I would.
What I think what Beef is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we don't really need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do! Inspiration strikes you and you come up with a quick idea.
Chomp on this.
You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! Oh, you're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student of this school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed.
A magic spell book.
Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and we shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No. You should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, do not fear. I will be here. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Beef! Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. What? What kind of mid-century modern bananas is this?
I like that if you like turn your head and squint, it almost looks like the LRR logo is on his candle.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. There's no save button.
Yeah. Also, the baby picture, it's Ian.
Oh my god, look, that's a camel. Remember the reference to camel meat before?
Yeah. Ugh, this game knows what it's doing.
It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, and never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. Also, Mr. Q Bear says, if they recall correctly, this was the building they offered for a KFC winter getaway a few years ago.
Oh, yeah!
So, this is like deep in the KFC lore.
It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps?
Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Yeah, I gotta reveal it. You decide you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive on in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw.
Ugh. The shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I could admire its taste later. Think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room, there are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
Amazing. And so then, yeah, we just click.
Okay. This photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is... Oh,
No,
Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices.
what do we want to tap on here?
Ian.
An adorable baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Who frames a baby picture of just themselves?
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? What is... All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the safe. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders, and then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared to sheepy style? Oh. There's the view. There's so much stuff to click on.
Right.
You gaze out the window and across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up.
I was thinking of heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my dad.
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. So rude. All right, what's this urn? It looks like ashes.
I know.
You can take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures."
Poor guy.
It's a little dramatic.
That's very dramatic. On one of the frame photos, shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They're holding fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them.
Oh, I wonder if that's the random dude who looks like Beach in the classroom that everybody's confused who it is.
Oh, you look closely and see there's a short inscription.
I wonder who my friend Pete is. I wonder if they're roommates.
Cute.
A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Oh my god, these are like Innsbruck level things.
They really are.
It's like balls powders. That's the Ball Hinckley voice, I think. Mixed up ladder. There you go.
There you go.
Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of '69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Oh, wow. And there's this too.
It's comb.
Ew. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
I don't like... Are we gonna get murdered?
Maybe. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Oh, sorry.
What's okay?
Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive.
A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." All right.
Oh, Mr. Gibberish just gifted 50 subs. Thank you so much.
Holy moly. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gibberish.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
hope
goodness.
everybody enjoys your gift subs.
Thank you.
We are going to do a big sub thank you at the end of the run. But that is probably going to... We've announced our ice cream, our dilly bar cap. So I think that's going to bring us much closer. We might all get a dilly bar.
We might all get one. I'm very excited. We might not have to start sharing soon.
I thank you for 1/3 of a dilly bar, says Merlot Mage. Thank you so much.
I like the idea of like when we're partitioning out the dilly bars, we're not doing like what would make sense where it's like you and Graham get one, like all the couples share a dilly bar. Like we're going to spread it out just to get as many germs spread as possible.
Well, I feel like we could just trisect everything. James and Ben and Graham did a lot of trisecting of McDonald's food this morning. I'm sure that'll work out great.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go through the secret door now.
We do.
Whoa. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try... That's weird. And try it on.
That is like... It's the inherent need of, I've just started dating a guy and I need to steal his hoodie.
Ah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but he doesn't have hoodies, he just has this.
They're not Dating though, are they? I feel like you've taken a girl back to your house for the first time. You come back downstairs and she's wearing her clothing. That's a weird thing.
Or he might, knowing him, he's probably like super into it because he's gonna be like, "Y'all smell like chicken."
The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. It is safe to say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you could look any further, you hear Colonel Sandal is returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. See, don't put on people's jackets. Don't put on the jacket. Oh, I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. All right, what do you want to do, Jordynne? You could say, oh, I'm just cold. You could tell the truth, or you decide that now is your moment to make your big move.
I think it's A or C. I think lying to him about being cold is not the way.
Yeah, that's fair. Just shoot your shot, says Red Shoes Jeff. This is hard.
It's very hard. Someone earlier with like a previous choice was like, "This is the real Sophie's choice."
Oh, lick his glasses. Says Sate. I don't know how to pronounce your name, and it's going by very fast. Satyr Podobny. I'm cold. 75 degrees in here. I'm cold all the time. That wouldn't be a lie for me.
And we did open the window.
That's true, to get the ghost out.
Yeah.
Defend.
Just parry.
Just like real life. No redos, and you get to live with the embarrassment forever if it doesn't work out, says Anubis. Big move?
Yeah, I think so, because
we're alone. Who's
Yeah.
going to interrupt us?
Exactly.
Pop shows up.
Hello.
Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying, but still. What? Come on! Look at that shocked face. We're trying to up the age rating, I guess.
We've been so obvious.
Oh, how much are we going to have to skip through? Hopefully we restart at his house.
Hopefully we restart at him.
Oh, no!
I
That's
led us
okay.
astray.
I mean,
Did we just reach for the junk?
I'm not going to do the schnorsh spork voice again.
Yeah. That was good, though.
I can do like 4 different voices. Okay, reveal it.
I just love how often he cries. He truly is. This is a JoJo game. I wonder, try doing that. Because that makes the door open.
Oh, no, I think...
Yeah, I think we just open enough things until the door opens.
There we are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Truth?
Sure.
You confess.
I think I've developed feelings for you.
So, see, that was what we were wanting to
That's
do.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Shooting my... I blinked. How did we game over? We picked the take your shot option, thinking it would be like, hey, I like you. Rather than the much more chaste confess option, which, I thought would be like, whoops,
Yeah.
stole your jacket.
Yeah, I thought it was like confess, like I was going through your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel?
Yes, beef.
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Zzz.
I want stickers of these little guys.
Yeah. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Well, we got an automatic game over
Yeah.
from one of them, so. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Oh, it's the last day of school.
Yeah. And we're going in day-old clothes.
That's true. Oh, that's hardcore.
Unless.
We've been playing this game for almost 2 hours. I'm still annoyed with that game over, says Lady Jessica.
Yeah.
Me too. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. It better be chicken and waffles.
Oh, that would be so good.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh, it's chicken and biscuits.
Yeah.
It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we are the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery?
I mean, we have to flatter him.
You know, I think we might make a great team.
A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay. I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can totally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. And of course I told him, you'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
What's a shush house?
I have no idea.
I was hoping you, as a youth, could tell me. Oh no! Did she just... Did she just say shush house as if that's a thing people just say? What is she even referring to?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
There is a bar in New York called Burp Castle where you cannot talk too loudly or the barkeepers shush you.
Oh, I want to be there so bad.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened. But the emotional connection was wowzers.
Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. When you arrive at school, however, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dip too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I am... wrong, bro. Because I am literally the biggest person at this school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a beautiful and gentle creature?
You've got some nerve, Beef. Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're just twisting my words and I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up.
I'll never give up. Ever!
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
He's an empath.
I was just about to say, I didn't know Colonel Sanders was an empath. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Beef, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? I almost broke a nail yesterday because I was winning so hard.
Well, technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? He's being fair, really.
Yeah.
Like,
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
it was clear you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Oh, excuse me, Beef. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Huh. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Beef.
This man, we stayed the night at his place, and now he's just being a jerk to us.
Yeah. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Wow, what's in that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found flying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that kind of magic stuff.
A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who'd spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of a surefire way to find out.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page.
I could use this spell here, and it says it will erase anyone I choose from my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
Oh my gosh, that's way drastic. Couldn't you just do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger.
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. So my heart tells me that we definitely need to cast the forbidden spell, but my brain tells me I don't want to restart this day.
It's exactly the same mood.
You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class! Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. So do we feed him homework? Or wait to see what happens? He did say, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll let him vibe.
Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is it even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. Oh, yes, I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Beef, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class.
Oh, thank you
for the 5 gift subs.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Sprinkles is interrupted by a sad whimpering coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class.
But I missed you.
We went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here?
Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam.
Every time I blink, you go away again.
Oh my god.
That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Pop?
I got her in trouble, and now she's mad at me.
I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum that we set foot in.
Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house.
Pop, we went on one date. We're over.
And it meant so much to me. I made this for you.
Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you got it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby instead in need of a pep talk.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of frustration is such a silly boy.
I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. And if it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone who shows a little interest anyhow.
Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup.
And I bet Professor Dog is gonna love it up.
While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you have a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decide to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Beef's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Beef, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing. Huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you.
I feel like... Yeah, let's not start a fire.
Yes.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man.
You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Love those matches. They're so chaotic. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top shelves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small.
So cute.
Miriam also has a TikTok, I feel, where she makes this tiny food and feeds it to her pet hamster.
Yeah. Oh, I love those videos so much. Did you see the one where they made them pasta from scratch?
No?
Oh, I'll find it for you later. It's one noodle that they've piled up. It's so cute.
God. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts out at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a little itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend, base their blaster!
Van flexes his pectorials as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and roll.
Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula!
Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
It's the singularity, as was foretold!
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him into the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice that Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic?
We have to do it
the hard way.
We learned our lesson.
Yes.
Also, I love that she's got a little heart keychain on her cleaver. That's some what is the girl from Kill Bill? Not Oren.
I saw each portion of Kill Bill exactly once, so I don't remember anything about it.
I think her name. She's like she's a really cute schoolgirl, and she has like a weapon, and it's got just like a cute little keychain on the end. Someone will know. The chat will know. Gogo, yeah, Gogo Yubari. My darling girl. I love her. She's also the really feral girl that likes to kill people in Battle Royale, and I'm like, that actress knows how to play one character and she does it great.
Oh, okay. I've seen Battle Royale a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the same actress.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Who needs range when you've got a very specific set of skills?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it the hard way.
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room.
Yes.
I believe in you, beef. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Beef, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever!
So cute.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Oh, time to finish our cooking time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the secret ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickened and congeals before your very eyes. All right. Wait, how's the snores? Snores! It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Wait, that's not the Snores voice.
Yeah. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorgo? You're here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conquered Steve and I ate the badgers. I say you're doing pretty all right. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV, you crazy kids, and your culinary skills are really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Steve the Spork Monster notices you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
Oh, I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually, you know, and I was just a little spork pop back into the country!
Yes!
Yes!
We're so bad.
Oh my god!
I'm in awe of you.
How did we know? How did we know?
We got there.
You can feel the Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. Story. You don't know exactly where they came from. Which country? Old country. But it seems like it was probably lonely there. Oh, yes, horrible. Only Weagles to eat, and only Weagle to eat you. And then, you know, we have David Caruso and
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
Wait, but I haven't told you about that tourism board yet.
Thank you for the 5 gifted.
But I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep doing scare tactics class, and when I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he finally takes the hint. Never mind, I tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win.
We have to extra power deep down.
Yeah.
It's our anime moment.
Yeah.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Last move. You're the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue. So. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear beef. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it.
But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy! Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. That's right. A union with progressive wages, holidays, sick pay, overtime. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Oh, it seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad.
Oh, it looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in USCAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or any other automatopoeia, but there's none. Oh, somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That only leaves 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup.
That's so cute.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that teeny tiny narrow tomaki I see floating in the itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Oh, please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Oh, sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, really do I taste this dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Beef, for helping.
Sorry.
Thank you, Beef, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard with axe-hewn urchin cell topped with caviar.
This is some Iron Chef shit.
Right? Yeah, like he's serving.
Yeah. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
Oh, a bit much, don't you think?
That is exactly why I did it. A bit much is my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
I'm behind this brand, honestly.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah. Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Yes, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can do this. This is perfect with my tongue. This chloroform.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it such a difficult thing to eat?
Dejected Van does not go gentle into that night.
Disqualified for glamour.
Done this kind of this.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
Have you ever had Turkish delight?
Yeah, good Turkish delight's really good.
Okay, I've only ever had bad Turkish delight because I took one bite out of it once and I was like, Edmund's an idiot. Like, I would not sell my enemy for that Turkish, like the packaged one that you can get at the grocery store.
Yeah, there's like you can get like good Turkish delight at like someplace that imports it, not
Yeah.
just like, you know, old dried up stuff at like Save-On or something like that, and that
Yeah.
stuff is very good. But if you like rose water flavored things, which I do.
I do, and that's why I was disappointed. I don't know.
Well, let's see what he thinks. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and it's meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Ah, got toast in your ears or something? Beef? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard because you might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either!
Oh, if this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching it myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
Has now become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I mean, honestly, that does look good.
It does, yeah. We're falling to propaganda.
Oh no!
We are not immune to
I don't need a famous bowl. Your employees need good wages. Oh no, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 years of dog life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed, and there are supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? And now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on!
Oh, I hope they get an outfit change.
Me too. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! So he's spinning.
Just the thought of like a little corgi with his little.
Oh my god. I want that.
What did the DJ name his son?
What?
Eric?
That's an excellent joke. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? exits. Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Oh, but not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduations, clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you guys to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together,
It's the Spark Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off.
Oh, so cute.
Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know that she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking down the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat.
A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Nepotism.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
Miriam, will you be my lady king?
What an incredible turn of events, an offer to join the royal family.
It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not really sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby.
I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm just not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life.
A twist on a twist.
So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many more tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze.
Okie dokie.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension, new galaxies, intergalactic planetary. DJ Dog's just like jamming back there. What?
What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it.
Of course.
Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh, so casual. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's just not enough to give them a bucket of chicken. It's time. It's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man, but not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Beef. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel I've been trying to like read it with more emphasis every time.
Yeah.
Beef! What are you doing here sitting all alone?
Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Pays their employees a livable wage. Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tiny goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
Oh, it truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to.
As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. Once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'd be so glad to spend it together with you, Beef.
Beefing all by yourself, handsome.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together.
Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run your restaurants?
Look, he's got like the
The angry vein, yeah.
a fleet of franchisees. I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Ah, could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love life, the life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll in pastry school.
Oh, my dear Beef! I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side, but not as a co-worker. The end! Wow, we messed up. We didn't get the true heart of Colonel Sanders.
I guess because we got the one question wrong on the quiz.
Yeah, and then it all spiraled from there.
Yeah. I wondered, I hope it has like a screen for what endings that you've unlocked.
I hope so too. We've got, oh, that's so loud, this part. We've got half an hour left in the stream to speedrun and try to do well on the second day. Because I feel like there's about 15 choices total in this entire game.
Yeah. Just dump him.
Dump him. Oh yeah, so for a Loading Ready Live, we did a showcase showdown where one of them was chicken themed because it was like, oh, how is there a load game but there's no save game?
There's probably like auto saves.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're all bites.
Okay, so it's broken into 9 sections. Where do we need to go back to redo the second day? GameFAQs.com/I love you, Colonel Sanders.
Where's the mouse? Where'd the mouse be?
You're on those 2 computers.
Yeah.
Question marks.
It went one way and then now it's gone forever. I have a phone.
But anyhow, yeah. So one of the things I put in the showcase was you get to visit the first KFC restaurant, which doesn't really hold a lot of like lore value for KFC itself, but like one of the first franchisees basically bought the old first restaurant after the Colonel had sold it off years ago and then turned it into a KFC museum.
I love that.
When is this game coming to GDQ, I wonder? I mean, I feel like the fastest thing to do would just be to like just jam through and just I feel like you could do like a 10-minute speedrun of this game.
Probably. You'd have to like unlock it first.
Oh, Merlot Mage has a complete guide here. How to get the true ending. We do want the true ending.
Yeah, I have it on my phone too because I cannot find this mouse for the life of me. Oh.
What did I do?
Oops, all Sanders.
Wait, I just saw the mouse cursor very briefly.
Oh,
There it is.
There it is.
Okay. How do I...
There.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. We never didn't have it.
We know how to use this studio.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so this is how to get the main ending.
Okay. I feel like we were pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to spare the wretched beast.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's go back to chapter 2 then.
Yeah. Here, I will.
Because I feel like we got it perfect on the...
They see the desktop apparently.
You see the desktop?
That might. We're gonna. Are we good now? Still just blue.
What?
Maybe.
What did we do?
Hold on. Let's just.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, how about now?
We don't even see you?
Oh, no.
What? Paul! Oh, we're playing Windows. Okay. You can't. In our preview, we're here.
Yeah.
We didn't swap scenes on accident.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Secret Podcast. Secret Podcast. We're lighting the Paul beacon. Things were going too well. We had 20 minutes left of the stream, and now we goofed. It's okay. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Oh.
Somehow we closed
Oh.
the projector.
Oh. It's okay. We got Paul. We have a Paul. Paul will fix all. Yay!
Thanks, Paul. We closed something.
We did it.
All right. Time to speed run. I love you, Colonel Sanders. We're going to get perfect on this.
Perfect.
Thank
you, Paul. All right, which chapter are you?
Oh, I think we actually were probably fine up until chapter 4.
Yeah. Oh, apparently we were supposed to gossip.
Oh, wait. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we're wrong. Okay. That's fine.
Wheeler with the raid. Hi, Wheelers.
Hello.
Little gamers.
You missed my terrible country Colonel Sanders accent.
Yeah. No, it was perfect.
Be modest but thoughtful. So I read My Little Pony comics to Penelope.
Yeah.
So I do Applejack's voice.
Nice.
And so I was like, what if I just pitched down Applejack's voice? But I do a lot better Applejack than Colonel Sanders, I think.
It's the same thing. You pick Clank.
Clank. I've got to set her up with Clank.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have read that dialogue.
Yeah, it's all right. Grandma's mashed potatoes.
Grandma's mashed potatoes and gravy. Cheating on this walkthrough.
Yeah, it's fine. We got the ending ourselves, and I think we got probably like the second best ending. Hunk of Hunks.
I feel like we were a better friend.
Yeah.
Oh shit, were we supposed to talk to Colonel Sanders in the very first chapter? Oh no! We have to sit by Colonel Sanders instead of our friend.
Shoot. Okay. Maybe run to the top, and then we'll just speed run the whole thing from the very beginning.
Ah, that's very irritating,
I
but
know.
yes.
Yeah.
The first
right, yep.
bite.
Yep. And then I will.
Oh, and we had to smack the clock. We had to go up and at him.
Yeah.
All right. This will take probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We've already picked late. Because we're starting in school. Ah!
Go to, yeah.
New game.
Yeah. Beef 2.
Beef 2. We have 20 minutes here to see the end of this through, and we're
Yeah.
going to see it through.
We're gonna do it.
New game. Okay. Yes.
Smack the clock,
Up and at 'em.
and
Okay.
then daydream. And then we change the topic to gossip at the next option.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. There's some other stuff that I'm missing, but that's okay.
It's fine.
You, the viewer, can figure out what's going on in this game later.
Yeah. Play it yourself. Support this poor indie organization,
Yeah.
KFC.
I mean, I think this game is free.
I think so.
Take the handkerchief.
Yep. And then it'll be chicken snack is the next one. Support indie advertisers. Yeah, exactly. Just watch the VOD frame by frame. Yeah.
Sit by Colonel Sanders. Ditch your best friend.
And then the pop quiz is extremely. And then feather. And then spork. And then as long as it's made with love. And talking dog. Because we got it perfect the first time because we are professional gamers.
Oh, absolutely.
We are not professional tab openers, but
No.
those are two different skill sets. In chapter 2, the only choice will be focusing your mind.
I will point out that, like, the, ooh, salt maybe? Pepper? Too obvious? Oregano, basil, but maybe there's something else. Ooh. Something dark, something spicy. Could it be? How bold, how adventurous to use. All right, there. Now we've seen a secret scene.
Yep. And the next one where you have a choice will be modest but thoughtful. Next will be Clank.
All right. Ooh, but we can read what happens when you set her up with Clank.
Right.
Clank.
Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay. I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the whole point of school is, even at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Vorp, vorp, vorp.
Ha ha! Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz.
I love him.
Tissue? Ah, I hardly know you. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection.
Looks like you two will be fine.
All right, that's our own cooking.
Cute.
Grandma's mashed potatoes.
Yeah. And then it'll be Hunk of Hunks again. After that, it doesn't matter if we choose attack or defend.
Oh, okay.
And then we spare after the first one.
Interesting.
It shows compassion.
Oh. Like he didn't have when he was in the army.
Yeah.
Attack. Attack.
It does bother me that these options aren't centered.
Yay! We've spared a Pierce. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath.
Be gone, beast. And don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and certainly won't be back, like you said. He scuttles off into the night.
Amazing.
Oh, you get a spooky tome.
Nice. Next is making up a fake ingredient. Oh, and then we are supposed to run to him. I didn't want to scare his horse.
This game sure wants us to come on a little bit more strong, I feel, than is probably necessary.
Yeah, but then the one time that we think that we're gonna come on strong,
The
game's like,
Oh!
calm down, horn dog. It is important.
The horse knocked us down.
Yeah. We died. I see. So I was right. We spooked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it reared up and knocked us down.
It is important that you remember this exactly as I said. If you forget, the world will end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in the round. It is a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And my name is...
Act like you're. Oh wait. Compliment the craftsmanship on the horse's shoes. And then act like you're not interested is the next one.
Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals. You don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. The guide.
Yeah.
That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel them being smooth.
That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. Wow. All right.
And then act like we're not interested.
Oh, we got this one right at least.
Yeah. I really hope someone cosplays Van Van. I'm sure there's like so many out there. Dog Biscuit is apparently the one we're supposed to choose.
What?
Yeah. I wonder if it's because we got hit by the... Because now we have brain damage.
Okay. Well, I'm concerned now.
Yeah.
You fade into the darkness, but something is there. Oh, the spork monster.
Porco, what are you doing here?
Oh, it's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore.
Thank you, my friend, wherever you are.
And then, yeah, it just whatever.
Let's go for the glass of water. Hey, that was mine. This was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. Jeez.
That's just how it feels going to a concert. The next choice is step up and tell them they're on.
Okay.
All right, and then this is where
The rapid fire choices start
So-
going.
100 Celsius.
I'm-
11 is the next one.
11.
Gratitude.
That's right.
Yeah. Small town. Next one is silence.
Ah. He believes in beef too.
It's so good.
Oh no.
Your choice here doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm supposed to get injured?
I guess so.
We're in a gondola.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just off by the one.
Oh, that's so annoying. I
and-
think we have emotes about being off by one. Wow, that's Kenji who has emotes about being off by one.
Yeah. And the next one will be internalize your rage.
Hey, that's right. You are supposed to internalize your rage. You hear that, internet?
Yeah. I still remember there was an old Tumblr post that was like, despite all my rage, I am still making medium weight.
Ha! Oh. Wow, he's here to apologize instead of doing another encounter.
That's so cute.
Oh, thanks, Porco. I'm glad you're here and no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize the way that I switched right into attack mode.
I know you're strong, and cooking can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster. All right, and then, yeah. Oh, it was a golden retriever this time.
So the next option is reveal it.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop.
And then, yeah, then
Chill.
we just pick 3 of whatever we want to see until the door opens.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Click the glowing door, and then we fess up and tell the truth,
Okay.
which we did right.
Chicken. Ding, ding, ding. Fess up, tell the truth.
Next one will be flatter him.
I like how we're going so fast that the animation for dreaming is running over top of the other stuff.
Yeah. Next option that when you pick will be don't do it after all.
Oh, it is slightly different. We're getting a few different things here.
Her eyes are so funny because she keeps like going from winking one eye to winking another. Next is he must be hungry.
Oh. Great. Oh. So,
Oh, they date.
Haha, did you think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Oh, dear. Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you have to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Well, then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or from a cliff for all I care.
Sad beep.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Oh.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Well, that was excited.
The next option will be fess up and make a practice dish.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think we also
Yeah, no,
got
we
right.
were.
We're good at this.
Yeah. We were very close to being right.
The next one will be do it the hard way. Summon extra power. And then I won't tell you the last option until it shows up.
Oh.
Because I want your genuine reaction to it.
Okay, interesting. All right, all of this is the same.
Yep. Yeah, okay, so her being in, like, she's very poly-coded, I feel.
I think so.
Yeah. Especially with her being like, the triangle is the strongest shape. I'm like, I understand what's going on here.
All right. All right, the spark monster is now the party monster.
Oh, so cute.
Oh.
Will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously.
Get him!
I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. Goodbye, Clank. Alright, so he feeds us all fried chicken.
Also, her being poly is like absolutely a good thing. She deserves 50 girlfriends.
No, it's not the end.
Oh. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more?
Well, I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand. The hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe this is just the beginning of our steps together.
Colonel Sanders,
will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner, both in business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying?
Me and you together?
Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not simply enough to open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No. Even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner?
I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders.
The end! We did it. The good
So
ending.
cute.
Is there another choice?
Well, let's leave it for a second.
Roll credits.
Huh.
Oh, thanks for all those bits. 6,969 bits.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Double nice.
So was there supposed to be one more choice? Did we mess up somehow?
I'm waiting to see if it does it after this animation before I say it.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm like, I could feel it being like a post-credit scene. Yeah, the guide says there's one more choice. Okay. Yeah. So in the guide, it says that we could adopt the monster.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how, because we followed it like point by point.
Huh. There's, well, you know, in your heart, just know that we adopt Party Monster and put him to work at one of the many restaurants we run together. So
Yeah, maybe try hitting continue just in case.
it's like a secret thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how we would have skipped past it because it does stop you. No, this is. Nope.
No.
Oh well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I will say that somebody in chat said, "Look, I know this is all very funny, but this isn't possibly real, is it? It's very real.
Yeah.
This is a real game made by KFC, a game by KFC, W&K, and PsyOp, and all of these real, actual people worked on it. And honestly, I think did a really good job.
They did. Yeah. This is like an actually competent dating sim.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like there was actual gameplay to it a couple times.
Yeah, there was some quizzes. It was honestly like as far as like a 3-hour dating game, magnifique.
Art is beautiful. The character designs are great.
Yeah.
The music's fun.
I would recommend this game if you're like, I just want to play a dating game for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's a real advertisement by real actual advertisers.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, it was well written. Aside from that one thing where I was like, you can't use the same phrase twice in the same sentence. But aside from that, it was very well written. And you know what? It was almost exactly 3 hours long. It's 4:59.
Yeah.
And coming up next, we've got some kill team happening. We've got like a 4-player melee. We've got Jacob. We've got Corey. We've got Ben. And who's the other person on kill team?
That's a good question.
We'll find
It's a surprise. It's Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. And also everybody said that our voice acting was excellent. I think we really raised the bar here. Our voice acting was the 12th secret spice.
Ooh. I don't know if you saw in the chat Ian is the 4th.
Ian.
I don't know if you saw in the chat. They kept mentioning that on KFC's Twitter, they followed the Spice Girls and then people named Herb. So it's 11 herbs and spices.
That is peak. Somebody let a millennial have access to a Twitter account.
Sure is.
Well,
right.
I think we're done for the day.
I think so.
So we're gonna go over to the
To this one.
to the stay tuned screen.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.